What did he say?
Oh, Jesus Christ! So
He did.
I'm sure everybody's familiar with the Trump tax plan that's being proposed.
Oh.
The Trump tax plan that basically fucks everybody.
Everyone who's not a billionaire.
Who's not stupid rich. This motherfucker says, we allow a family... This is a direct quote.
All right.
We allow a family to keep $1,000 of their income. What does that mean? They can renovate their kitchen. They can buy a new car. They can take a family vacation. They can increase their lifestyle. This is a direct quote. These are words that came out of his mouth talking about $1,000.
Do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth?
When I heard that, this is what I wanted to ask him right here.
English, motherfucker, do you speak it?
I don't think he does. I don't think he understands. $1,000.
Didn't you know you can buy a house with $1,000?
Is he that detached from reality?
Yes.
$1,000? This is not 1955. You can't buy a fucking car.
He probably spent more than that on his fucking socks.
Probably, yeah. I don't understand. So if we were to extrapolate this, let's think about this.
What does it mean we allow someone to keep $1,000 of their income?
Oh, and he was talking about a typical two-child family earning $100,000 a year.
They only get to keep $1,000? What the fuck is he talking about?
What he's saying is that they get a tax break of $1,000 over a year. So extrapolate that. 52 weeks a year, right? That's less than $20 a week.
Oh my gosh.
Where the fuck am I going to be able to find a vehicle for $20 a week?
Yeah.
What vacation am I going to be able to take my kids on? Even just 2 kids and my wife.
How are we going to renovate a kitchen?
Right.
The average kitchen remodel is about $10,000.
I was going to say it's between $8 and $15 grand.
$1,000.
You can't even floor a kitchen for $1,000. And this motherfucker talks about... That was his response to, by the way, the question of how do you defend all the tax breaks that the top 1/10 of 1% are seeing.
Wow. Yeah, that just goes to show how unattached from reality the man is. Yes.
All of them. Look, and look, fucking Donald Trump knows is going to go like this, like fucking Pinocchio. With as many lies as he's telling about this tax plan?
Well, this is what happens when you elect a fucking idiot billionaire to be our fucking world.
Yeah,
I'm so mad I can't even talk.
I get it. Yeah. I want to know where he's finding a new car for $1,000. That's probably what he spent on, like, the Matchbox cars he bought his kids.
I'm serious. Well... I mean, and then you got, what's his name, Price, who used over $50,000 of our tax money just to fly around.
Yeah, well, he stepped down. He resigned.
He did?
Yeah.
And he's paying back some
of it. So he's giving like money. $50.
He's paying back $50,000, which is only a percentage of the money that he spent.
Oh, it's insane.
When did he step down? Because as of this morning,
Today.
He hadn't.
Today.
This morning before I left for work, he hadn't. So he did.
This
later.
Afternoon, he officially resigned.
Huh?
Yeah.
Wow.
That's another one.
We're just the laughing stock of the world right now.
Yes.
Of the free world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. I love how we drained the swamp, yet we hired another Goldman Sachs jackass to go along with that Steve Mnuchin idiot.
I feel like these things should be illegal and are. So if you look at them to take place,
right? So if you look at the people who are taken care of by the proposed tax plan, it's Donald Trump and his cabinet.
Yeah.
All of them.
How
that whole estate repealing.
Okay with this?
Right, repealing the estate tax. That doesn't help anybody. That doesn't help a single person making worth less than
$5 million
a year.
People realize this, right?
No, they don't. You have idiots in Alabama, Kentucky, in the South, and all over the place. That
estate tax only kicks in if your estate is worth over more than $5 million.
Right.
Do you have $5 million?
Fuck, I wish I did.
Do you know anybody who has $5 million?
I think I do. I know, but I mean, seriously.
The average person in this country doesn't even have a quarter of that.
No.
I mean, come on.
Right.
These people are fucking stupid.
Yeah. And that's why I used to get into debates with some of my old, they're still my pals, people I've known for a long time.
Yeah.
And if he's listening, he knows who I'm talking about.
I think I know who you're talking about.
You know who I'm talking about. But I'd ask him, how do you think that this guy is representative of the people? This guy doesn't he's never given a shit about the people. Ever. Except for his own people. No, himself.
Him. His
if he had to make a choice between Eric Trump, Donald Trump Jr., and himself,
he would choose himself.
He would choose himself all the time, every day.
Yeah.
All day, every day.
Yep.
Like this whole beef that he has with the NFL, or the whole bullshit, how we've politicized protesting, is beyond me. We've turned a peaceful protest into disrespectful of the military, disrespecting the country, disrespecting the national anthem, so on and so forth.
I saw
all this bullshit.
A post the other day that I really liked, and I don't know if you saw it, but it was shared by my friend, and she shared it from another friend. So she said that she was talking with her daughter, and I think her daughter's 5, and she asked her what she thought it meant to take a knee, and she said it's something that you do whenever someone is hurt and you want to make sure that they're okay and you hope they get better. And she said, so what do you think it means when these football players are taking a knee? And she said, during the national anthem, and she said, maybe it means that they think that the world, or that our country is hurt and they want it to get better. And she said, whoa, how does my 5-year-old have a more profound understanding of what these people are trying to say than the general public? Do you take a knee to say fuck you? No, you take a knee to say, look, I'm gonna take a rest to make sure you're all right.
Right. This couldn't be a more fitting and perfect means of protest. Period.
Because you are hurting absolutely no one.
It is 100% peaceful. Number 1.
It's silent.
It's completely silent. Number 2. And it has everybody, whether you like what they're doing or not, it has everybody talking about it. So, okay,
however,
let's back this up.
Instead of talking about what's going on, people need to be talking about why.
Right.
Is this going on?
Right. And that's part, we're going to get there.
As soon as people get ready to have that conversation, that's when progress will
We're going to get there. We're going to get there. So let's back this up a little bit.
Back that ass up.
Yeah. Some people talking about, people who are doing it now don't really know why Kaepernick started. Yes, they do. Everybody who's taking a knee right now, everybody who is protesting in this manner knows exactly why Colin Kaepernick took a knee.
Yes.
Right. So every time, it's the Black Lives Matter. Okay, so let's take a look at that. Black Lives Matter protested in streets. People had a problem. You shouldn't do that. You shouldn't block traffic. You shouldn't.
Yeah, just run over.
Yeah, you shouldn't do this. You should be quiet. You should do this, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so you had a problem with that protest.
Right.
So they said, fine. You want us to peacefully protest in a quiet manner? Boom. Oh, now you got a problem with that.
Yeah.
What's your problem? Why do you have... I want to know why people have such an issue with the protest.
Because it's disrespectful and it's a disgrace to our nation.
Right. And to those people, I would like to tell you this. You're a fucking idiot if you think that what they're doing is disrespectful to our nation, disrespectful to military, disrespectful to anything about the United States of America.
Right.
Because it most certainly is not.
They're not in the street burning flags.
Right. They are silently protesting.
Yep.
You don't like it, you don't have to. That's fine. You don't have to like it. You don't have to like the fact that they're protesting. I'm not telling you do.
Yeah. You don't have to agree with the manner in which they're protesting to acknowledge that they have a point either.
Exactly.
Or to agree with their point of view.
Right. You don't like the fact they're taking a knee? Fine. Don't like it. But here's the thing. Here's where everybody who says they shouldn't be doing or that it's disrespectful or whatever negative connotation you have with it, this is where you're wrong. It's called the Constitution of the United States of America. And the Bill of Rights, the first 10 amendments to that Constitution, the very first amendment deals with the freedom of speech, the freedom of assembly.
Yep. Very
first one. Not the 10th, not first. First and foremost, our forefathers thought,
get the khakis
and a cup of coffee, but they thought that the right to use your voice and the right to peacefully assemble was more important than anything else they wanted to amend about about the Constitution.
That's saying something. That's a pretty big statement.
Yeah. All the military, my grandfather, my father, my mother, my uncles, everybody in your family who served in the military, everybody they fight to protect and preserve our freedoms. So they say, right?
Right.
Okay. Freedom of protest, peacefully protest, is the number one thing that you're fighting for.
Yep.
So to anybody in the military who thinks that this is a disrespect to the military, you're a fucking idiot.
I've got it backwards.
You have got it completely wrong.
Right.
When Jesse the Body Ventura, World War II vet, a Vietnam vet, comes out and says, I don't have to agree with it, I don't have to like it, but I respect it.
Yeah.
Because I fought for them to have that right.
Right.
My grandfather, World War II vet, says, that's what I fought for. Freedom.
And people who, again, are getting their panties sewn in a twist about, I stand up for this nation. Well, that's great, but this isn't about you.
No.
Okay?
Oh.
This is not about you. This is not a direct threat to you.
Right.
Why are these people taking a knee? That's the question you need to be asking.
That's the real issue, right? So instead of getting to that issue, we have people who want to politicize this whole movement.
Yeah. And
like Donald Trump, and talk about how, this is disrespectful to the military. It's disrespectful. No, it's not.
It's just making matters worse.
Right. You want to talk about race baiting, adding fuel to the fire.
Yeah.
How is it, and this is a point that's been made several times, how is it that somebody who marches with a Nazi flag or KKK flag get labeled as some nice people?
Yeah.
And somebody who... By the way, the Nazi flag, KKK flag, the Confederate flag are all three symbols of anti-Americanism. Okay?
Yeah, definitely.
We fought a war. We fought a war against Nazis because the Nazi regime wanted to conquer the world.
Yep.
Fought a war about it. We had a war about the states' rights flag. Wasn't about states' rights, you fucking idiots.
Yeah. We
had a war about that. The Civil War was literally fought to decide whether or not we should be one country or two.
Literally.
Yes. So the KKK flag, sorry, but you guys don't really get a flag. You don't deserve a flag. That's just a bunch of retarded rednecks in underwear.
Why?
Right. All those flags are representations of the antithesis of what our country stands for.
Amen.
Right? It's okay to fly those flags, but taking a knee is disrespecting the United States flag. You got a fucking jackass, Kid Rock, who wears the flag as a fucking poncho.
Yeah.
People want to elect this idiot into our Senate. How is that respecting the flag?
It's not.
We put it on beer cans.
Yeah.
We use it to sell sex, bikinis.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, don't you people know that wearing the American flag as an article of clothing is against the whole rules of what you're supposed to do with the flag?
Yeah. Yep.
Oh, you don't have a problem with that, though. Using the American flag to advertise, for advertisers to sell shit.
To capitalize.
Yeah. Not supposed to do that, according to the same thing that you think says you have to stand at attention during the national anthem. By the way, it doesn't.
Yeah. I'm not a member of the military.
Right.
So I don't have to
exactly.
salute the colors.
No, you don't. Yeah. Funny story about this whole flag business. Last Monday when I was running poker. By the way, come see me Monday nights, Moon Tower.
At the Moon Tower.
Yeah, play some poker with me. We had these two idiots in there that were all bitching about the whole knee bullshit. Yet when the national anthem comes on,
what do?
They're sitting their fucking asses down.
Drinking beer.
And I said, hey, where's all this, all this uproar and outrage about disrespecting the flag and not standing at attention for the